Savannah Bee Royal Jelly Body Butter. Royal Jelly Body Butter. This stuff here is the best hand moisturizer, body moisturizer I have ever used. Very high quality. If you have chapped hands, cracked heels, this stuff really works. Comes in a high quality box. Listen to that. High quality. In a glass jar. They don't make things like this anymore. Usually they put it in cheap plastic. Steel top. And that smells like a good dessert from the Cheesecake Factory. Man, it's like a delicious pudding or something. See that? Highly recommended. A little bit pricey, but it's worth it. You get what you pay for. Royal Jelly Body Butter. Highly recommend this stuff. I have a friend, Stivoletti. Met him in the 5th grade. Went to high school with him. Junior year in high school, I was in the library. He comes in, he says to me, my father's going to Greenland. I said, Greenland? He's like, yeah, he always wanted to go to Greenland. Likes to see the ice. I said, wow, how long is he going to go for? He said, 2 weeks. His father goes. 2 weeks later, never comes back. Nobody knows what happened to him. And there's no place to call up there, because apparently my friend's father went by himself. So there was no place to call. And everybody presumed he had died. Fell off a piece of ice and who knows, concussion or whatever, heart attack. My friend graduates high school, and the first thing he does is he gets a job in Greenland as a tour guide to look for his father. We always thought he would find his father frozen in a block of ice. And this was a very long time ago. So every once in a while I would get a letter from Stivoletti, and he would always at the end say, have not found my father yet. Well, time went by like it usually does, and get a letter about 8 days ago, and in that letter, he says he found his father alive. So I haven't talked to him yet, but he's coming back, so I'm going to talk to him personally. But anyway, in that letter it says he was out on a boat by himself. I guess it was his day off. And he kind of drifted north, and this boat got lost. Paddled his way back in, and ended up, it's like a little island off the coast of Greenland, and on that island is a lighthouse. And he says, I approach the lighthouse, and I look up, and there's an old man staring down at me, waving me to come up. So I go up, and I look, and I looked right into my father's eyes, he said. It was my father, but at the age of 80. And he goes, at first I had my doubts because he didn't recognize me, and he wasn't talking as if he was from where I'm from, you know. But he goes, in my back pocket I always carried a picture of the family. It's like his mother, his father, and himself. He's the only child in that family. And I showed it to him, and immediately he said that there was some kind of twinkle in his eye, and he realized that he recognized the photo. So as they were talking and time was passing, his father told him the story of what had happened. He said he went to Iceland, and on his very last day, 2 weeks into the trip, he climbed on the side of an iceberg, slipped off, fell, and hit his head many times on the way down, fell into the ocean. Luckily there were people there that pulled him out. But I guess he suffered a major concussion, and it knocked out his memory. Up until the point where he saw that picture. Nobody knew where he was from. There was no ID on him. Who knows why. But anyway, he's been working at that lighthouse for a very long time. It was the only job he could find in that area that I guess nobody else wanted. And so it's a strange coincidence that my friend Stivoletti is out there on a little boat, and the boat ends up finding the island, and on that island is his father. So I think it's August 14th. They come back, both of them, to the United States. And Stivoletti's mother is still alive. She's very excited. It's going to be a great reunion. A little bit weird too, because we assumed Stivoletti's father had died like 30 years ago. You know. So anyway, that's the latest. The latest, then. The latest.